Machine, step on the mat, jump as high as you can, keep your knees straight. Good jump, 28 inches.
Holy cow, that was awesome. What's going on here?
Let me tell you, Gary.
As you just saw, Brandon performed a vertical jump test. Vertical jump tests and sprints are generally performed in a number of different sports and athletic activities. They are used to gauge physical fitness and athletic performance levels, most primarily in basketball, football, track, etc. This tool here, the Just Jump or Just Run contact mat by Probiotics, is a recently new technological development in being used to study vertical jump and sprint speeds. There are many other tools that have been used, including a vertical challenger test that you've seen in the NFL Combine, as well as stopwatches that are used to measure sprint speeds as well. This contact mat is used by this handheld computer. You turn it on, you select the setting, and then you use the appropriate technique to measure the appropriate exercises you're performing, whether it be a vertical jump or a sprint. So in order to calculate the vertical height or the sprint speed, the vertical height is uses this formula, which equals distance. Distance equals 1/2 acceleration times time squared. And in order to compute this, you need to take the time that is used when performing the vertical jump times the acceleration, which is the acceleration of gravity on your body when you're in the air and then returning to the ground. You divide those two numbers by 1/2, which equals the distance jumped vertically. When doing a sprint, you take the tool, you take the handheld computer device, you select the proper setting, you input the time, and you input the distance that you're going to travel, and then you use the automatic computer to start the timer, and then when the individual touches the contact mat, the timer is stopped. To properly use the Just Jump or Just Run computer, you need to turn on the device, select the technique that you are choosing to perform. I will select the Jump One Time mode. Then you will step on the mat. You will instruct the individual to jump and return to the mat. Thus, it will record the hang time, as you can see, 1.03 seconds, and the height jumped in inches as 51.9 seconds. In order to compute this properly, you will use the formula that I had just gone over on the board. In order to perform a sprint, you will again select the proper category, select the distance, which will be 120 feet, which is equivalent to 40 yards. You will use the voice-activated command on the computer, yelling, "Go!" which triggers the timer to start. As you can see, it already started and recorded a time of 65 seconds, which is one disadvantage to this technique. If you improperly yell "go" before the athlete is ready, then it will give you a misreading. But if I start it again, select the time, input the distance, when the machine says ready, go! You can see the clock winding, and then when the individual steps on the mat, the timer will stop recording your sprint speed. As you can see here is 8.61 seconds for the 40-yard dash time. To explain the computer computation that was just performed with the vertical jump test, you use this equation as I mentioned before. Using the numbers that we just showed on the demonstration before, you take the time, you divide it by 2, which is going to be 1.03 divided by 2, which equals 0.515. You square that, which is going to give you .265. Then you multiply it by the acceleration of 32.2 feet per second. You take these two numbers, divide by 2, and that's going to give you the distance in feet traveled vertically, which is 4.27. Now, in order to convert this feet number into inches, you have to multiply by 12, which will give you the total height jump of 51.9, as demonstrated on the handheld computer. The advantages of this technology and of this tool is that it's portable. As you can see, I can pick it up relatively easy. It can be used indoors and outdoors because of its portability. It is a very quick and efficient way to measure both vertical jump and sprint speed. It is very quick. One individual can step on the mat, jump, step off the mat, and it's already ready for the next athlete or individual to perform their jump test. This tool can be most commonly used by sports coaches and researchers that are testing for either sprints, shuttle runs, or vertical jump. It would most commonly be used for, as I said before, basketball, football, and track, both athletes and coaches, to assess their performance level. And it is a very quick, efficient tool that gives you immediate results, and immediate results yields high motivation both with athletes and coaches. Thank you, and have a good day.
Now, we're going to go down to the field, and we're going to get a couple demonstrations by our subject, Brandon, again.
We are here on the University of Florida football field testing the Just Run contact mat to analyze a 40-yard dash. Go! An amazing 6.404 seconds. Good job, Brandon.